is a room someone is actively living in. Nothing here is broken, and that's exactly why it feels hard to change. Most people think refreshing a space like this means moving out furniture, replacing everything, or starting over. It doesn't. Today, I'll show you how to refresh a room you're already living in without disrupting how you use it. Hi, I'm Sasha from homedesigns.ai, and in this video, we're working with a real lived-in living room. The furniture works and the space functions day to day, but it feels cluttered, visually heavy, and a bit disconnected. The goal here isn't to redesign the room, it's to calm it down, add clarity, and make it feel intentional. This is a strong starting image. The full room is visible and the angle is good. What we're seeing right now isn't a bad room, it's a room with too much visual noise and not enough hierarchy. And that's exactly this kind of space that responds well to a refresh instead of a rebuild. So when you're refreshing a lived-in room, the first step isn't adding, it's subtracting. The biggest issue here is visual clutter. So the first thing I do is remove all of the small distracting elements using the furniture remover. So with the automatic selection, I'm selecting all of the elements I want the AI to remove for me. So these small white tables, the shelf under the TV, and removing any clutter from the sofa. And I'm refining the selections with the manual paintbrush. Immediately, the room feels more open and easier to read. This sets the foundation for everything else. Next, the walls. The current blue wall isn't wrong, but it's too dominant. It makes the room feel darker and heavier than it needs to be. So let's use the colors and textures tool to highlight the wall, and I want a more neutral color. This softens the space, works with the existing sofas and flooring, and creates a calm backdrop. Now the room feels flexible instead of locked into one mood. Once the background is calm, we can add one intentional feature. I use the Precision Plus tool to add a stone accent wall only behind the TV. I'm just selecting part of the wall where I want the stone accent, choosing the space type and design style, and finally using this prompt in the additional instructions. So the stone has minimal veining and a subtle stacked texture, nothing dramatic, nothing overpowering. This gives the TV wall purpose and depth. Now we enhance the space without disrupting how it's used. The sofas stay exactly where they are. We just elevate them with decorative pillows for texture and softness. So I'm adding a few pillows with the Magic Redesign tool. Then I'll continue to edit this image, and I'll add a neutral area rug to anchor the seating and soften the hard flooring. Finally, let's add a simple coffee table to unify the seating zone. The desk stays where it is. This is real life and the room still needs to function. So we could consider adding a room divider here, but realistically there isn't enough space. And knowing when not to add something is also part of good design. This refresh already works really well as it is, but let's say you found a design you love and want to apply the same feeling to your own space. This is where design transfer comes in. I'm uploading an inspiration image, and this one's from our Pinterest page. We actually post design inspiration there daily. Then I upload the room I'm working on, and the AI applies the key design elements, materials, and overall feel from the inspirational image directly to this room while keeping the structure intact. It's a really easy way to test how a style you love would translate into your own home. Here's the room before and here's the refreshed version. Same layout, same furniture, same daily use. Now the space feels calmer, warmer, and intentional. Key takeaways: refreshing a room starts by removing distractions. One architectural feature beats multiple small changes. You don't need to stop living in a space to improve it. This is why refreshing often works better than redesigning. If you're living in a space that feels cluttered or unfinished, try this approach. Clear first, calm the background, then add one focused upgrade. Start with one image and see how far you can take it. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful.